It is a police fault that unlocks the prosecutions of some of California's most notorious crimes, but it has been lost for decades until now.
David Malkoff from our sister station in Los Angeles got an exclusive tour inside that lost vault for a look at some of the clues that led to the convictions, again, of some of California's most notorious killers.
Even with the combination, this door is not easy to open. Down a long, lonely, fluorescent-lit government hallway. Once you find the right keys and combo, here inside the Criminal Justice Building in downtown Los Angeles, you can step back into LA's grim past.
This is sort of typical of what's in here.
They're all unassuming boxes, lost to time, but witnesses to history.
What we have here is the clothing worn by Robert Kennedy the night he was assassinated by Sirhan Sirhan.
Evidence from LA's most famous cases are hidden inside this room that until a few weeks ago, even LA County District Attorney Steve Cooley didn't even know existed.
I think that's a better place for it to be than this evidence locker in downtown Los Angeles.
It was June 5th, 1968, just 4.8 miles from the future vault.
On to Chicago and let's win there.
He was shot under the armpit.
At some point, someone cut the arms off this blood-stained jacket.
That may be the sleeve from the jacket.
Forensic investigators most likely cut the jacket to reconstruct
the trajectory of the bullet.
There's one cufflink, the last outfit RFK would ever wear.
Robert Kennedy was a relatively small man. A great man, but relatively small based upon the size of this jacket.
And here it sits in a cardboard box that basically no one ever sees.
Moving on down, a lot of material related to the Manson case. Manson's probably the most.
One entire corner is dedicated to the Manson family.
And, of course, the Manson clan drew inspiration from the Beatles.
Millions around the world had a copy of the White Album. Charles Manson's copy is in lockup, just like the notorious killer.
So this is the actual record where Helter Skelter came from.
Manson played this very album and was inspired.
He thought they were being spoken to.
His own demon twisted a Beatles tune into a call to arms.
He's got what appears to be a sawed-off shotgun here.
He wanted to start an apocalyptic race war.
Sometimes little clues like that can really tie a case together, especially a bizarre case, as this was in terms of what motivated Manson and his clan to commit these murders.
We also found leftover clues from the unsolved 1940s murder of
Elizabeth Short,
forever known as the Black Dahlia.
And of course, if you're going to be a bomb maker, you'd have a little bit of chemistry background.
These are pieces confiscated from the Alphabet bomber, linked to the 1974 bombing of the Los Angeles International Airport. Mannequins used from the Onion Field cop killer case.
Is there something like this? Or?
Turns out that's a briefcase confiscated from Michael Jackson.
Allegations of child molestation, the case was eventually prosecuted by the Santa Barbara County DA's office.
Inside, there's several audio tapes, possibly lost demos.
So you can pull that out if you want.
There's just one more box over in the Manson files.
That's heavy.
You can see the handle's broken. I think the speculation at the time was this is broken, beating one of the victims over the head.
Now, if that doesn't give you the chills.
Yeah, maybe I'm a little numb to it all.
You just might have seen it all.
In this county of 10.4 million people.
Like the latest DA to watch over a storied justice system.
Been around for 158 years.
The chances are
people are going to have some very, very
interesting people with some very, very
interesting cases. These issues of inhumanity to man
are nothing new, but they are a piece of history. DA Cooley now wants LA County to restore the old Hall of Justice and dedicate part of that building as a museum with
some of the more significant artifacts
in downtown Los Angeles.
Until then, it's to stay here.
Locked up.
Locked up, exactly.
Can't believe they just let him
I can't either.
through that stuff.
That's very unusual.
Well, you knew this was coming. The discovery of the evidence in the murder of Robert Kennedy has actually renewed interest in something else, conspiracy theories.
So now that evidence has been found, more and more people are demanding to take a look at the evidence, convinced that Sirhan Sirhan did not act alone. By the way, the LADA says his interest in all is preserving in all of these artifacts.